In my state, Washington, for example, I am licensed to fit and dispense contact lenses. So I can go further than somebody in a state where maybe they don't have that scope of practice. But regardless, the optician still has that opportunity to say, okay, so you're interested in this. Well, what we can do, these are some options that we have available. They can talk about those different options and then say, well, we'll need to have the doctor check and make sure that you are a suitable candidate for contact lens wear. And then we can just go forward from there. Is that something that you're interested in? And that conversation, as Mark was saying, it really needs to begin at check-in. So everybody in the practice needs to be involved in discussing and starting the conversation about contact lenses. When that patient checks in, are you interested in talking to the doctor about contact lenses today? Oh, didn't know I could even consider wearing contact lenses. Because if we, as you were saying also, if we don't tell them, they might not ask. They may just assume since we didn't discuss it, they are not a candidate. They make assumptions. And that is dangerous territory when they start making assumptions that ultimately could influence their quality of life. That's what contact lenses do.
I think it really starts before they even check in. It's when they schedule that appointment. Are you interested in contact lenses, and denoting it in the chart so they can start thinking about it before they've set foot in your office. So having that ability to ask while they schedule it, or if they're doing online scheduling, are you interested in contact lenses? Having that availability in some platforms allows for us to start thinking about it before they've even stepped foot into the office. So now they can start having that conversation, do some research, and come in with their own questions.
Yeah. I personally have never looked at competition as a negative thing. I think it always encourages people to step up their game. Whenever competition comes into town, it's like, okay, we need to step up. Okay. So yes, we can never compete in terms of pricing with some of the major corporations as far as what they sell contact lenses for, but we can compete in terms of quality of service. That's where we have to set ourselves apart. So we have to promote that superior service, which ultimately then results in increased loyalty. And when they're loyal, maybe spending another $5, $10 on a pack of contacts isn't that big a deal, because they want to support the office that is giving them the service and care. Yeah, there's always going to be those who want to shop online because it's cheaper, and that's their prerogative. But as long as they still come back to you for their services, you're still a winner, and they are still winners because they're getting the best product as you prescribed it. The patient has been trained as to how to handle the contacts, insert them, remove them, care for them by the knowledgeable optician. So ultimately, they're a safe contact lens wearer. And so it's the best of everything.
I think the biggest thing is we got to remember it's still a medical device, right? Even though it's commoditized and we have a lot of different ways to get contact lenses and a lot of different channels to do so, it's still a medical device at the end of the day. It's still a corrective device. Our patients trust us every single day to be their expert and to know everything that's going on within the contact lens industry and to approve them of this safe contact lens wear for their coming year. I think what's dangerous is refilling prescriptions without being seen by an optometrist or an optician, without having a full comprehensive eye exam, because there's things that you don't know are happening until they've already happened and until it's become too late. So I think it's really important for us to continue to elevate the care that we provide by showing here's what's new in eye care, here's what's new in contact lenses, as opposed to just considering it like a DMV, like a licensed prescription, right? So like you take time out of your day, you go to get a prescription filled, you get a piece of paper signed that you can continue doing what you've been doing for years, and you got to pay a fee to do so. That's a driver's license at the end of the day, and we're saying that that's a contact lens prescription. If we don't take the time to educate about what's new and educate why it's important that we're doing the evaluation, looking at the corneal surface, talking about new changes, and checking their vision and checking the fit, if we're not doing that, then we're not doing ourselves a service, and it's going to show that convenience really does matter at the end of the day, rather than eye health and eye performance.